Yeah, a very good afternoon to good morning to all the students. And we are very fortunate to have with us Sujata Madam from IT department. And for last couple of years, she has been handling research cell as well. She has been directing and guiding students for how to participate in Avishkar. Before we go ahead, I'd like to mention here that last year from our college, 8 teams had participated for Avishkar, and 2 teams actually had qualified to the next level. And it was all because of the guidance given by Sujata Madam. As we all know that we have our subject business research methods, and it is highly related to the research, and we can take benefit by learning more about Avishkar by using our knowledge of research method. So Sujata ma'am is already pursuing her PhD, and she is a very senior faculty in our IT department, and she is recognized at university level also. So may I, with on behalf of BMS, may I welcome Sujata ma'am, and can you take it over, ma'am?
Yeah, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Yes.
I'll just share my screen. I hope it's visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, a good morning to all the students and Nidhi ma'am. Uh, I thank you for inviting me for this orientation program. And yes, we all know what is actually, the importance of doing research, because I think all students now under your guidance are learning one subject, that is business research. And we are taking it forward now, one step ahead, trying to participate in some state level competition. So we will understand basically, this Avishkar competition is what, and how it is giving a platform to every student of University of Mumbai to, allowing them to show their research skills. We do also have number of competitions which been conducted by the university, like for cultural events, for many other events which they conduct for the students. This is like separate and a very different form of competition for students, that is going to definitely enhancing the research skills among the students. Okay, so without delaying, I'll just go to the direct introduction to the Avishkar, what Avishkar is. So first of all, the University of Mumbai, they came up with this idea where they are trying to give a platform to every level of students, being undergraduate, being the postgraduate, or the teachers who are doing PhD or MPhil or post PhD, or you can say the postdoctorate. Only condition is that you should be a student of University of Mumbai. Okay, doing at any level of courses, but you should be a student of University of Mumbai. So they are giving that platform where the students can improve their research skills. They can understand how to do the research. Obviously, from the undergraduate, from the postgraduate students, where I can say that when I was a student, such kind of culture was not at all present for me. It was just like I have to be with my syllabus, what I am going through with my syllabus, that's it. Now, but this kind of a platform is definitely going to help the students to come out of their shell, present themselves, get the topic, get the ideas to talk about, and they can be in front of many people showcasing their research skills. So this platform is given by University of Mumbai. Okay, and they have given a very apt word for the competition, that is Avishkar. Okay, Avishkar means innovations. If we talk about in English, we call it as innovation. So with what objective they have come up with this, this competition known as Avishkar. So they just want from the students that they should unveil the unknown and unexplored areas of knowledge in all possible fields of academics. You talk about humanities, you talk about social sciences, talk about science, you talk about technologies, engineering, pharmacy, medical, all possible fields of academics you can consider if you really wanted to go with the research work. Only condition is that you should come up with new ideas. You should explore those unexplored areas. Okay, find out some problems which you can face, facing in the current situation, or you might face in the future. Come up with the solutions for that. Also, they had an objective to develop a research culture and a scientific temperament among the students from the undergraduate level to the doctoral level in the state of Maharashtra. Now, just for a brief, like just one slide for giving you an information, why there is a need of such kind of a competition for a student. Okay, one ratio which I have I've received from online sources, that in the year 2019, okay, India has got filed nearly 2053 patents. There were more, but only 2053 patents were acceptable at the global level. Okay, the global platform, what research out of our 135 crore people have done, only 2053 projects have got patent at the global level, which was accepted at the global level. Okay, and that is very much lesser than even 1% of the global filing which has happened from rest of the world. If we'll talk about China, it is nearly 58,990 patents they have done in the year 2019. Goes with US second position, that is 57,000. Japan 52,000. I think Japan is nearly having the population which we have right now in Mumbai. Okay, but still they have the patents. You can see the number. Okay, Germany, Korea, and then comes India, where we were ranking 14th globally. So there is a requirement of research. There is a requirement of innovation. Governments are running many schemes to encourage the students to coming youth, so that they can do more research, they can have some innovative ideas. We are talking about entrepreneurship nowadays, because we are making or giving that platform where India can place their position in the global level, and even we can get some this kind of, at least near to this kind of numbers. Okay, because our population is the most in the world right now comparatively to any country. Okay, but still we have the lesser number of patents that we are filing it, and that is more important, which is acceptable. Okay, it's not about filing the patents, it's about the accepting that patents also. So we are very less. Fine, so there is a requirement, for inculcating research culture among the students from a very you can say the lower level, from where they start actually their undergraduation. Okay, and they can just end to this whenever they are going to have a PhD or post PhD. Now, Avishkar, the research convention, it has 6 categories. Okay, so what do you mean by categories now? In this competition, in which areas you have a scope of presenting your ideas. Okay, you can get your ideas in all possible field. It can be from humanities, languages, and fine arts. That is a category 1. It can be from commerce, management, and law. It can be pure sciences, agriculture and animal husbandry, engineering and technology, medicine and pharmacy. So we have in total 6 categories. So you don't have to worry about the idea or the topic that you are choosing for your research, and you feel that whether it is going to fit in any of the category or not. Don't worry, they have formed the categories in such a manner that taking out any idea out of this world, it is going to fit somewhere or the other in the categories. Okay, each college can have maximum 48 research projects for the zonal or the district level. It should not exceed 6 research projects in each level per category. Now, only thing you have to understand over here is that we have 6 categories. Okay, and we have a chance to present our project at the zonal level or a district level. Okay, per college can only depute 48 research projects. Why I am forcing on this particular number 48? I still remember the days when I used to struggle to get the students to participate in the competition. But now I can proudly say that there are the departments have taken the initiative, and now they are coming with a competition that which department will have maximum research projects for Avishkar. Okay, and very happy to say last time we have almost filled this number of projects. Okay, we have sent the maximum projects last year, and out of that 2 teams got selected for the next level also. Fine, so now here you have to come up with the idea which is going to be the best among the rest. Okay, because there is a competition now even in your college level. So to get the project accepted in your college level to go ahead to present in the university level, you have to first prepare yourself in such a manner that you can justify your topic in your college level to your coordinator, to your teachers, to your project guides, to your principal. Fine. Now, who all can participate? As I said, it can be the undergraduate student, postgraduate students, PhD students, or even the teacher category. They have like students, teachers who are doing the MPhils, teachers who are doing the post PhDs. They're all coming in this category. Now you don't have to worry, because you'll have something in mind where you are an undergraduate student. So whether I have to compete with the PG student, whether I have to compete with PhD students, no, because every level of students have their own level of ideas, right? So UG students will never going to compete with PG students. PG students will never going to compete with PhD students. Okay, they will be judged into their own respective levels. Okay, the students who are going to get selected, they're all going to select from the every level. Like undergraduate students will have some sort of students who are going to win, even from the postgraduate, even from the PhD. So you people are not going to meet anywhere till the time you're going to reach to the national level. Okay, so it is very clear, like we don't have to compete with such people who are more knowledgeable. You know, if I'll make the competition between PhD and undergraduate, we are very much, you know, obvious. It is very obvious that the PhD people are more knowledgeable to present themselves. Okay, so it is not going to happen. So we don't have to worry about it. Now, so from where it starts, okay, now you will be selected from your college level, that whatever project ideas you have come up, and then whatever research projects you are going to prepare in the form of research papers, okay, with the help of your guide, and that project will be scrutinized by the team of your college. Okay, which project need to be sent to the next level, to the university competition called as Avishkar. After that, you will be having the zonal level competition. Okay, like we have the cultural competitions like youth festival, so they have the competition at the zonal level first. Okay, we come under the zone 2. So under the zone 2, nearly 35 to 40 colleges are there. They are going to compete. The students of those 35 colleges are going to compete. You are all going to meet in one particular host college. You will be competing with each other at every level. Okay, like you are undergraduate students, you will compete with the undergraduate students in that particular host college. Now, after the selection of that, for example, you are going to win that level. Okay, they are going to select many students from every level. From undergraduate, might they are going to select, let's say for example, 15 students. Okay, because even category wise they have to select. If I say I have 6 categories, okay, category 1 is human. Okay, so if I say that category 1, okay, that was humanities. Category 2 was your commerce management and law. So you don't even have to compete with commerce management and law students if you are presenting your paper in humanities. You will be judged purely for humanity. You will be judged only for the humanities category. You will be judged under the undergraduate level. Okay. Suppose you have presented your research paper or your topic, your project ideas under the second category. Let's say, for example, commerce management and law. Okay. With the category 1, you don't have to compete with category 3 students. You don't have to compete with engineering and technology students. It is purely your category and your undergraduate level. Okay, so like that way, they will be selecting winners from every category, from every. This is your zonal level. Fine, when you win at the zonal level, you go to the district level. District level means where all the zonal level winners will be participating together. Okay, they will be winning at the district level in the same manner under their own categories and their levels. Then they will be moving to the university level. Now university level means what? Whoever is going to win at the district level, okay, after the zonal level competition, you come to the district level, you know, have the competition there. Whoever wins at the district level will get a chance to represent University of Mumbai. Okay, now you are the representative of university. You are going to compete at the state level. There will be Pune University, there will be the Nashik University, there will be the another university from the state who are competing. Till that time you are at district level, your guide will going to, you know, give the guidance to you. But when you reach to the university level, there will be a specific team will be assigned to you, a specific guide will be assigned to you for your research. From there on, you are going to actually start your, you know, research journey. So there you will be getting all the facilities for your research from the university. You will be competing, you're presenting your Mumbai University at state level. You win at state level, then you are going to get a chance to represent your state at national level. Okay. Very happily to say that from last consecutive 4 years, Mumbai University is winning at nationals. Okay, Mumbai University, not even saying that Pune University or other university from the state, but it's a Mumbai University who is winning gold at national level. Okay, even in the state, it is very much, we are dominating. So our students are more into the research, that I can say. Fine. Now, what is the general eligibility criteria you should have before participating in this competition? Okay, you should be a bona fide student enrolled under the University of Mumbai for any undergraduate degree program or diploma program. And if you're, getting the diploma program from the university, but it should not be lesser than the duration of one academic year. Students from any discipline can participate in any category. There is no restriction. Okay, like if you are a commerce student, you cannot participate in humanities. If you are a commerce student, you cannot participate in engineering and technology category. No restriction at all. You can participate in any category, okay, no matter from which discipline you are coming from. Only thing where I can find the problem is, like as I said earlier also, our college now is more proactive for sending the students in the Avishkar, filling that whole 48 research projects from the college. The college wants to give a fair chance to every department or every discipline students. So when I say that I have 6 research projects for each department, okay, I'm just going to fill the 6 research projects from the department first. If I have some space in particular category, let's say for example, information and technology, or you can say commerce, management and law category, there is only 5 research project has come. There's still one place is vacant to fill, and if there is someone from the other department, let's say for example, maybe IT student wants to go with the category that is commerce, management and law, they can participate only in that case when there is no one. If there is full, then we cannot say that you can participate in any category.
Ma'am, we can't hear you.
By the students. Students can present their research project work in English, Marathi or Hindi. Uh, I know many students, they have that problem for presentation. They feel, how we can go and in front of so many people, in front of judges or panel members, how we can present ourselves. There is no requirement of only speaking English. You can speak in Hindi also, you can speak in Marathi also. Only thing which is going to matter over there is your idea. That's it. Okay, there is no language problem. Everyone is there to accept your idea if it is best. Ethics of research must be delicately observed by a student as well as his or her mentor. Okay, ethics means you should not have a copy paste job. You should not have a copy paste work. Should be primarily your research work, what you are trying to show there. Smaller to smaller research work is also acceptable if it is yours. Okay, so need to keep that ethics with us whenever we do some research. Who can participate? As I said, the undergraduate students from any discipline, FY, SY, TY, all are welcome, BA, BCom, BSc. Age limit for undergraduate students to participate is not more than 25 years. Same goes with PG students. Their age limit is not, should not go beyond 30 years. For PhD, there's no age limit. For teachers, there's no age limit. Okay. Now, what kind of projects are being expected from the students? Project should be novel. It should be self-made, should help the society, should have the application based, should have interdisciplinary. I'll give you examples for this, okay? How it can be society oriented. I always believe, what we do research, it should automatically or ultimately go to the society. If my idea is not helpful to the society, then what is the need of doing that work? I always believe that, okay? And always tell my students that if you do something called as research, should go back to the society and it should help. Okay, so what level of projects the Mumbai University has presented at state level, which made them to win the gold? Okay, I'll give you an example for this. Very small idea, but very effective idea. So our Mumbai University student, they had the concept of 4 traffic signals. Okay, Generally, we have 3 traffic signals. They came up with an idea putting the 4th traffic signals, and that 4th traffic signal will be blue light. Okay, so when you are there on the road, when this blue signal will get on, you have to put your engine off of your vehicle. Why is that so? Because it is going to reduce the pollution, at least for that time period, because we all know that in many places the time for the halt which we are going to get, the traffic signal, that is maybe around 120 seconds. Sometimes you also get it for 180 seconds. Okay, and it is a lengthy period, right? So for that 180 seconds, if you all are going to put our engine off till the time that blue light is on, okay, it's going to reduce the pollution. First thing. When there is nearly 5 seconds or 10 seconds remaining to just to open that traffic, then it is going to turn it to the green or orange signal. So what students have thought, just to reduce the pollution, what is been happening, just to be there on the road, and now how it is been tracked. So they made such system to track also if people are not putting off their engine on road when they are on traffic signal. Okay, they tried making some kind of a chip sensors which can be there on road into that particular 1 kilometer or 2 kilometer of space where the traffic signal will be on, the red signal will be on, the vehicles are on road. If they're not putting they're off, if not putting off their engines, they're going to get e-challans for that. So it's a very basic idea, not so vast or a big idea, but a very basic idea which they have understood the problem. They came up with a solution. This project was being approved by IIT Bombay. This project was approved by BMC also. This project was a national level winning project. They won a gold medal at the national level. I think last year they had done this. Okay. One more example I'll give. There was a girl from Assam, I think. She has also participated at the national level. She found out one problem into her community. The main job of the community who are there in the northeast is plucking off tea leaves, chai patti, जिसको हम बोलते हैं, ठीक है? They just pluck that leaves, and majority of the people who do that job, they get injured. Okay, उनका injured हो जाता है in that finger, and then it is very painful for them. She understood the problem. She came up with one plastic material which they have to wear it in their fingers and they have to pluck it. Now what happens? They are not going to get injured for this. Okay, she has got the patent also for that. We had a problem, but we didn't realize it कि इसको कैसे solve करना है. But she came up with a solution. She got the patent also for that project, and it was at national level. Okay, so it should be society oriented. It should be application based. Fine. Now, what is being expected? This is all like to encouraging you, how the people are making the project. Research banana, research karna, innovation karna. It's not just coming out big, you can say ideas. It's small ideas for the problem. जिसका solution अब तक किसी ने भी नहीं ढूंढा. You should find it out. Okay. Now, when you go to the competition, what is being expected from you? ठीक है, as a student. So last जो year था, it was completely online. ठीक है. Probably and possibly this year it is not going to be online, hoping so, but let's see, because in the month of Feb probably they are going to have this competition. If I'll tell you both the ways, if it is going online and if it is going to be offline. Okay, online का मैं पहले बता देती हूँ. जैसे last year हुआ है, online आपको submission करना है आपके abstract का, ठीक है. They will ask you for the abstract of your project idea. Abstract का मतलब होता है summary types. Okay, not more than 250 words or 300 words. You're submitting one abstract, and that is going through your college to the university. They'll go through with your abstract. Okay, online में they even expected last time the whole research paper also. Okay, जहाँ पे वो जो पैनल है वो पूरा रिसर्च पेपर आपका रीड करेगा, आपका आइडिया समझेगा. अगर उनको लगता है कि आपका आइडिया वैलिड है, authenticated है, that means it is self made, then they are going to give you chance to present it. ठीक है, अगर आपको वो चांस नहीं मिला, then वहीं पे अपना कंपटीशन खत्म हो जाता है. चांस मिलता है, then they'll give you some different date जहाँ पे आपको after that scrutiny of all the research papers and abstract, they'll call specific number of students who are getting selected from that from the panel. Okay, and they will be presenting their research paper online through the Zoom mode. Okay, After the presentation, they'll select the people at the zonal level. It was about the online and it was simple. Now when we'll talk about the offline mode, offline में कुछ चीजें हैं जो आपको वहाँ present करनी पड़ती हैं, ठीक है? Starting with first thing, that is poster. Fine. Poster क्या है अभी? It should be like a banner. जो आपका एक banner का material आता है, which you generally print, okay? It should be 1 meter by 1 meter का poster. Fine. It can be on chart papers. Fine. आप handmade भी बना सकते हो. It can be printed also. But the size of the poster is limited. That is 1 meter by 1 meter. पोस्टर में क्या डालना है वो मैं बताऊंगी, बट पोस्टर का साइज इज डिफाइंड, दैट्स 1 meter by 1 meter, because when you go to the host college who is hosting that competition on that day, zonal level competition, they'll give you specific spaces. ठीक है, 1 meter by 1 meter का आपको स्पेस देंगे जहां पे आपको अपना पोस्टर जाके लगाना है, उसके सामने खड़े रह के आपको अपना पोस्टर एक्सप्लेन करना होगा जजेस को, ठीक है? तो उसके लिए हमको पोस्टर लगेगा, एंड देन it can be presented by any members of the group. So this competition can be done individually, it can be done in a group. Okay, in a group you can have maximum of 5 members. ठीक है, प्रॉब्लम किधर आएगा वो भी मैं बताती हूँ आपको. अगर आप फॉर एग्जांपल जोनल लेवल क्रॉस करते हो, इफ यू क्रॉस डिस्ट्रिक्ट लेवल, यू गो टू द स्टेट लेवल, स्टेट लेवल में देयर विल बी ओनली वन प्रेजेंटर. ठीक है, गोल्ड मेडल मिलेगा वो एक ही कोई मिलेगा, तो वो कौन पहनने वाला है वो पहले से डिसाइडेड होना चाहिए. ठीक है, so there should not be such problem. If you have a mutual understanding, that is completely fine. If not, then don't go for a group. That's personal suggestion. Okay, now it can be represented by a member or a group of people. At least poster तो सभी explain कर सकते हैं. ठीक है, you have to give a brief explanation about your topic which you have represented in your poster in about 2 to 3 minutes. Not more than that, they are going to listen to you. Okay, your poster should be self explanatory. मतलब पोस्टर देखा समझ में आना चाहिए कि क्या किया है. ठीक है, अगर ऐसी चीजें तुमने पोस्टर्स में दी है जहां पे तुमको एक्सप्लेन करने की जरूरत पड़ी, तो दे विल नॉट शो यू मोर इंटरेस्ट. वो भी मैं बोलती हूँ आपको. ठीक है, आपको पोस्टर ऐसे बनाना है, शुड बी सेल्फ एक्सप्लेनेटरी. नो डाउट दे आर गोइंग टू गिव यू 2-3 minutes, बट just to understand that how much you have prepared your poster and your research. Okay, ये होता है फर्स्ट थिंग, पोस्टर. तो ऑफलाइन मोड में फर्स्ट हाफ जो होगा, मॉर्निंग हाफ, वहां पे आपको पोस्टर्स प्रेजेंट करनी होती हैं. ठीक है, वंस यू प्रेजेंट योर पोस्टर, they are going back to their spaces and they are going to scrutiny, they are going to have the scrutiny work, and they come up with the result who has been selected at the poster round. पोस्टर राउंड में सिलेक्ट होते हो तो ही आपको प्रेजेंटेशन देने का मौका मिलता है सेकेंड हाफ में, आफ्टर द लंच. ओके, पोस्टर राउंड में सिलेक्शन नहीं होता है, वहीं से पार्टिसिपेशन सर्टिफिकेट लेना है और घर आना है. फाइन. सो पोस्टर इज अप्रूव्ड, पोस्टर इज selected by the judges panels. Then you go to the second half. After the lunch you have an option to present your topic. Now उस दिन फिर ये प्रिपरेशन के साथ जाना है कि नहीं, हमको आज प्रेजेंटेशन देके ही निकलना है, तो हम पोस्टर भी बनाकर जाते हैं और हम पावर पॉइंट प्रेजेंटेशन भी रेडी करके जाते हैं. ठीक है, सो जो पावर पॉइंट प्रेजेंटेशन है, इट शुड नॉट एक्सीड 7 minutes of explanation. You should know where revealed your identity or your college identity. Okay, जो प्रेजेंटेशन है वो कोई भी एक ही कैंडिडेट देगा इफ यू आर परफॉर्मिंग इन अ ग्रुप. फाइन. नाउ what can be the layout of PPT? As I said, nowhere you are allowed to reveal your identity, so you just give your title of the project, just write Inter University Avishkar Research Convention. This will be provided to you. Okay, the category name, in which category you are performing, you're participating, in which level, that means undergraduate level or a PG level student, and you will be given code number on day. जब आप वहां जाते हो, that you have to just give it over here. So पूरे दिन में आप कोड नंबर से ही जाने जाओगे, not with your name. Fine. So there should be a first slide of your PowerPoint presentation. I have some examples of this poster. Okay, so you can see over here in the poster, you can, as I said, present it in Marathi, Hindi or English. आपको अपना जो पोस्टर है वहां पे जितना पॉसिबल हो, ये जितने भी पोस्टर्स मैं आपको दिखा रही हूँ ये विनर्स हैं, कोई ना कोई लेवल के विनर्स हैं. सो यू कैन हैव एन abstract of your research, you can have the objectives, why you're doing your research work, hypothesis, if it is possible for you to prepare it, methodology, what methodology you are using it to collect your data, and then interpretation of data after collecting data, what are your findings. These are all things you can put up in your poster. Okay. Another example like this, कुछ और अच्छा दिख रहा है हमको poster में, attractive भी है. So this manner you can just prepare your poster which you can just present in front of them at the poster level round. Okay. Now, so ये हुआ हमारा एक poster. One is PPT. Two things are required. Third thing which is required, that is abstract. ठीक है. Now I'll show you. ये एक format है जो आपको कॉलेज से मिलेगा. ठीक है. इस फॉर्मेट में आपको अपना कैटेगरी लिखना है, कौन से कैटेगरी में आप पार्टिसिपेट कर रहे हो, विच लेवल यू आर फ्रॉम, टाइटल एंड एब्स्ट्रैक्ट, हैंड रिटन. ठीक है. आपका जो रिसर्च टॉपिक है उसके बारे में ब्रीफ आइडिया आपको यहाँ लिखना है. इसके लिए गाइडलाइंस है कुछ. ठीक है. You have to submit this abstract of research project separately with code number during the time of registration. तो जिस दिन आप होस्ट कॉलेज में जाओगे तो आपको वहाँ पे एब्स्ट्रैक्ट सबमिट करना है. Forget about this project entry form and all. This is a part of the coordinator who is going to coordinate on that day from your college. Okay. Do not write your name anywhere. Do not write your college name anywhere on the abstract. Okay. Annexure 7 जो मैंने आपको अभी दिखाया है फॉर्मेट कैसे एब्स्ट्रैक्ट क्रिएट करना है. You will be given that format, print copy आपको मिलेगा and you just have to have the handwritten things over there. It should include the topic, research methodology and the results, etc. You can have the possible information of your research which you feel that it is best and I have to put up in the abstract. Okay. The title of the research project must be suitable. Okay, not more than 2 lines. It should be in bold, Times New Roman. If you're going for a Marathi language, it should be in Devanagari. Okay, font size 12, 1 line spacing. You can even have the preparation of the abstract in MS Word, but generally they ask for handwritten on day. Okay, so वो हम कर सकते हैं A4 size paper पे. We can have in MS Word also. We can write it in the paper also after taking the print. So 3 things we require, that is poster, PowerPoint presentation and abstract. So अगर ये 3 चीज हम उस दिन लेके जाते हैं, we participate in the competition if we won and then we are going to the next level. हाँ, एक चीज है, we don't have to say the things which is not possible to create. ठीक है, very clearly I am saying. Why I am saying this? जैसे मैंने आपको एक example दिया 4th signal का, ठीक है, जहाँ पे there was a requirement of creating that sensor chip. Okay, without sensor chip you cannot track people, who is not putting off their engine and all those things. So आपने जो बोला है कि I am going to have a solution for this by creating that sensors, I have to create that sensors to prove that what I have said I have created it. So don't say anything in the very starting stage कि भाई हम ये बनाएंगे वो बना देंगे. वही लिखो जो बना सकते हैं. ठीक है. So भले ही छोटा चीज हो लेकिन effective हो and which can be created by you. Okay. So this is what we all require at the very starting stage of Avishkar. Now in the PowerPoint presentation, under the guidance of Nidhi ma'am, like you are going to definitely preparing the research papers, right? I hope they all know the research paper format. ठीक है. रिसर्च पेपर का जब आप बनाओगे तो जो आप रिसर्च पेपर में लिखते हो उसको PowerPoint में ही आपको प्रेजेंट करना है. ठीक है. They nowhere going to ask you for a research paper. जो आप 5-6 पेजेस का रिसर्च पेपर बनाओगे वो पेपर वो डिमांड नहीं करते हैं, बट whatever you are going to write in your research paper, you just have to take out the important points and put it into the PowerPoint so that you can present your topic in 7 minutes and you can put up all the things which you have written in your research. Okay, so this is what they expect at the very starting stage. Now I think I'm done. If anybody having any doubt, you can ask me.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, in the business research, we have example, we have taken the topic and we have written main points in the paper or book. So, so we can write it on A4 size paper.
For the abstract, you are asking?
Yes.
You can write it. You can have a handwritten, or you can even write it in the MS Word. I mean, you can just create that template in the MS Word, and you can have a print form also, and even you can write it like you can have a handwritten.
So we can write handwritten if okay, no?
Yeah, it is completely okay. Previously, the traditional method was handwritten. ये बाद में फिर online की वजह से they have started with the print. Otherwise, it wasn't handwritten.
Okay, so we can write handwritten. It's okay, no?
Yeah. The abstract, the research paper they don't demand. जो PPT है वो तो आपको बनाना है. Taking out the important points from your research work. Okay. Only thing which you have to submit there on day it is your abstract. So abstract can be handwritten. Yes.
Okay. And Sujata ma'am, one more thing, if you can just clarify to the students, many a times they are confused. Like if the paper is already published somewhere, they can still use that paper for that purpose of Avishkar, right?
Yes,
It
they
should
can
be
use
written by them.
and
It should be written by them.
yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Thing is that, ma'am, what we present in Avishkar, no, it doesn't get published anywhere.
Correct.
हमारा published papers जो है वो हम उसको represent कर सकते हैं in Avishkar. और आविष्कार में हम suppose अगर कोई नए idea के साथ आते हैं, not taking the existing paper which we have done already, so वो जो research work होगा वो actually कहीं publish नहीं होता है, तो उसको भी हम कहीं पे publish कर सकते हैं बाद में.
Okay.
Yeah, that we can.
So you always get dual benefit of participating.
Yeah, dual benefit. Yes.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, if we write to business research topic, abstract and hold that points and name in A4 size paper, then it's okay.
Normal A4 size. I didn't got your question actually.
Smith, actually, there is a format of writing the abstract. Okay, she has shown it already. So you have to.
See this one.
Even if you are going to type it, then also you have to first make this format and you have to type it in the abstract and title. जहाँ जहाँ पे जो दिया हुआ है, वहाँ पे आपको type करना है. You cannot change the format, Smith. Okay.
Okay.
Or else you can just take a print of this and then you can have a handwritten thing.
Okay, sir.
And one more thing, ma'am, as you had mentioned, like, the research topic should be so selected that it is having an application. So, because our students are from commerce and management fraternity, so can you, state some example which have been selected for next level from our college or otherwise, which belong to this fraternity, commerce or management, if you can recall right now. So.
I have one, but I feel that, I think that is not belonging to the commerce, but it was belonging to humanities.
Okay.
Social sciences and humanities ke liye tha. I can recollect that one. Boy has done some research work, wo jo Mahim area hai hamara, where we have a huge slum actually.
Yes.
So they didn't had this public toilets. So it was a slum of nearly 2,500 or 3,000 people, but there was no single, public toilets they were having it. So they used to go to the railway tracks, and they had a major accidents like every day ka tha, they had too much of accidents there because of this railway. And this boy personally visited there, understood the situation. He has inquired every people from that slum, why they are not going to the public toilets. He went to the public toilets which was there constructed, but uski jo halat thi, it was not so well. He reported this to the Nagar Sevak of that area. Then that whole work was done for that slum. Now there is a public toilets.
Wow.
Okay, and people are using it. They are not going to the railway tracks. Now accident is nearly to zero. So this kind of work also got a state level winning. He was a winner at state level.
Okay.
So yeah, this is like one thing.
Okay, thank you so much. Guys, do not leave the meeting. We will be having a feedback form for your attendance also. And also, in case you have any more question, you can direct it through your class teacher or through me, and we can ask Sujata ma'am those questions. Okay, but I think all of you should start working on it. And thank you so much, Sujata ma'am. It was, in fact, I was there throughout the time listening to everything. And in class, we were discussing certain points also. So thank you so much, ma'am, for taking out time for us and guiding our students on Avishkar. And this time, hopefully, we are going to have a lot of team coming from BMS also for
yes.
Thank you so much.
Surely. I think everywhere there is BMS. So I hope Avishkar is also about the BMS.
Yes. Why not here? Yeah. So
cultural and sports is all about you.
Yes. Just wait for a minute, guys. I'm just giving you the feedback form. You fill it and then only you leave the meeting. But meanwhile, if you have any questions, You can unmute yourself and ask. You can use chat box to ask the question also. And Sujata ma'am is putting utmost efforts that our college brings in some laureates in this field also. And yeah, I hope so. With these kind of intelligent students we are having, we're definitely going to have some benefits.
True.
Thank you.